Welcome to Stockport County Ladies Q&A. We've got Chloe Mapp. So,
hi Ross.
Hello. So Chloe, what's your full name?
It's Chloe Mapp.
There's no middle name or anything like that? No fancy middle names?
It is, but don't tell my parents, I don't really like it, so.
Fair enough.
It's secret for now.
Okay. Well, I'll have a guess. What position do you play?
Striker.
And what's your preferred position? This is a stupid question.
Striker. I've kind of moved gradually more forward as I've grown older. So.
Okay. Where are you from? Originally?
Originally from Shrewsbury,
Right.
and then moved to Manchester for university, and then just stayed.
Okay, so who do you support then? Outside of
I don't actually follow a team. Obviously, my partner's a United fan, so I kind of have to say that by default.
Fair enough. Okay, so going back to what you just said before, how did you get into the game? So when you said you played in other positions growing up, do you want to take us through that?
Yeah, I guess I first started out in centre mid actually when I was first starting to play competitively. So I think I was under 10s. Played centre mid for a few years. I think I started to move forward into number 10 position around 14, 15, 16, something like that. And then the last few years I've kind of moved forward again to number 9.
Okay. Do you like playing out wide striker or wide left or wide right striker, anything like that? Or is it just literally centred down the middle in the box?
I've played wide striker before, but to be honest, I kind of prefer to have the freedom to drop in and pick the ball up as well, rather than just stay up top. I prefer to have that fluidity and kind of, come back and pick the ball up and then go forwards.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll ask you the same question. Who's the best dancer in the team?
I'm going to say Hannah. No one really knows it, but I've seen her dance and she's really good. So. Aww. I don't know if you heard that in the background as well.
Who's the loudest in the team?
I have to say Jade Parker.
Yeah,
she's always got something to say. Always got something to say, that girl.
Who's the DJ in the dressing room?
That's Hannah as well, actually. She's always got the playlist ready on a Sunday from the changing rooms. I bring the speaker, she brings the playlist. So it's a good team.
Okay. What's the best goal you've ever scored?
Oh God. Do you know what? I'm going to say the one last season against Mossley Hill, just for the whole circumstance around it. Obviously, we really needed to win the game, and I think it was 0-0, and it was in literally the last minute of the game. I remember it was a really windy day, and someone in midfield had lobbed the ball forwards in the last second of the game, and it kind of bounced just perfectly, and I saw the keeper coming off the line and just kind of stuck out a leg and knocked it over the keeper. Probably wasn't the prettiest of goals, but I think the circumstances of that game and kind of the fact it was literally the last kick of the game, I think that kind of was one of the highlights of last season actually for me as well.
I liked the proper football talk of just sticking out a leg. You know,
yeah.
Well, it's more than that anyway, but that's what people say, don't they? I like it. Hey, how did you end up at County?
So actually, I moved to Manchester for university and then got a job in Manchester after that, so kind of stuck around. Before that, I was playing my football for TNS, so kind of before going to uni and then a bit during uni, I was still going home to Shrewsbury quite a lot. So I was still playing a few games for them. And then when I moved here and was kind of settled and stuff, I just looked for a local team because I was living in, I think it was Didsbury at that point, and it's close obviously. And looked for a team kind of at the same standard that I was playing at TNS, and just came across Stockport, and it's quite local, and it's a good standard, good setup. So just came along for trials and went from there.
How many years have you been at county now?
I think this will be my 5th or 6th season, so it's been
Right.
quite a while. Yeah.
Good stuff. So assuming this season doesn't go ahead or we don't finish in it or whatever, what are your aims for next season?
I guess just score as many goals as possible and try and help the team achieve a decent league position next year.
Do you never give yourself a target of goals to score, or?
Maybe we'll see how it goes when it kicks off. Usually Ronnie's the one giving me the target, so we'll see what he says as well.
Right. Well, we'll come back to that then. Okay, and who's been your inspiration around football for getting into football?
To be honest, growing up, my family, my parents and my sister and stuff, they weren't really that sporty. Like my dad followed football, and he's a Manchester United fan as well. But he never really played it or anything like that. So I don't think I ever had like a specific person to follow it. It just sort of happened. I just sort of started kicking a ball when I was big enough to walk and just loved it so much and kind of got into it when I was a bit older, going through school and stuff.
Okay, last question then. Have you got any superstitions or charms about pre-match, one sock on before the other sock, or lucky pants or anything like that?
Nothing like that. I would say I do like to sit in the same seat in the changing rooms. And that's probably the only strange thing that I do before a match.
So has anyone ever sat in that seat before you, or do you have to go there? Do you have to get there first and put your towel down, or how does it work?
Only a couple of times, but I've asked them to move very nicely, and they have. So.
Right, fair enough. Right, thank you very much, Chloe. Cheers for that.
Cool, thank you.
See you later.
See ya.